Here we are. Good noon, everyone, and this is the 37 Network special presentation for the 2024 Daytona Speed Weeks presented by NRSCOA Designs, and this is the 2024 Daytona 500 qualifying. Well, it is what it is. So 40 drivers in the entry list. Of course, the field is posted on Discord, so make sure to check it out if you haven't already. But here it is. So we are in the first part of the qualifying session, and this is the 20-minute open qualifying. So guys can actually go out into the field and make sure that they are ready for some action, and they have 20 minutes to clock their time on. And the 12 fastest drivers are heading into the top 12 shootout, where they are going to run a single flying lap to clock their time in, and then whoever the fastest is going to win the pole for the Daytona 500, and the second locks out the front row. So also the fastest non-charter drivers, the two fastest non-charter drivers are going to secure themselves a spot in the Daytona 500. So there will be only 2 more slots open for the big American race, for the Great American race, rather. So let's see. Nathan Stapleton, who just won last week at the Advent Health Derby at Daytona, he is right now driving the number 79 Wawa machine, and is going to be the first driver to clock a time 48.621. Last time out, he qualified second, the outside pole position, and he secured himself a great spot. So if he can actually secure a top 12 in this session, well, he has a chance to redeem the pole position. Who knows? So we do have ourselves 40 full-time drivers, of course, and 2 of them are basically what do you call them this? Part-time driver. So some teams enter in an extra car for themselves to qualify their way in, or maybe just for bragging, yada yada yada. Fastest driver, first driver to break the 48-second benchmark is Scarlett Taylor. Here's something interesting to Scarlett Taylor. So originally, Scarlett Taylor had Rowdy Energy as the sponsor for the number 75 Other Allen Motorsports Toyota, but after Other Allen announced that Rowdy Energy is actually shutting down their company, so they have to immediately remove the decals of Rowdy Energy, and they had a late addition coming from Hearst, which is actually a good thing since the number 79 Toyota, number 79 Hearst, its sponsorship from Wawa, and the number 75 is here. Well, it is supposed to be Rowdy Energy decals out there, but they had to replace it immediately with Hearst. So the rest of their weekend, they are running with their recycled, or let's just say redecaled car with Hearst instead of Rowdy Energy. But let's see if they can actually change the paint scheme for Atlanta onwards. Fastest driver is the number 28, Justin Perez. 46.840 for Cherry Black Motorsports. Justin Perez, a part-time driver. Yeah, it's Justin Perez, just to confirm. And Justin Perez, this is actually his first attempt, or if he would be able to qualify for the Daytona 500, he for sure will be the first, or let's just say, ooh! They made contact with Kyle Sharp, and they almost crash into each other. So it's gonna affect the times of Anthony Nicole and Eric Monaco and Cody Seal. Speaking of Cody Seal is one of the drivers who are going for their first ever season here in the PSRLA Cup Series. And he right there trying to go past to the inside. The 50 of Drew Webb. He is the fastest driver now with 46.716. Drew Webb failed to win any race for Time Clear Racing when he's driving the number 13, but now he moves over to Dragon Racing Enterprises to drive for Owen Miles and his team. But guess what? With sponsorship from Affleck, you know that scheme actually reminds me of Carl Edwards way back 2010s when he used to have Affleck as sponsor and he used to drive for Russian Racing. But going to the inside of him is the number 45 Angel Gutierrez with a Amazon Prime Video as a sponsor, and he's right there. Not yet in the top 10, but let's see about that. Here's an interesting thing. Number 19 is Braden Varga for Big Motorsports. Big Motorsports owned by Aaron Lux, who's currently on the leave. So the team is currently controlled by Braden Varga himself. He has also received sponsorship from Logitech. So you would probably expect to see Logitech logos very soon, but who knows. Braden Varga driving the number 19, contending for the Rookie of the Year honors. And guess what? This car is actually chartered, so the car is guaranteed to race, and all 32 races for the 2024 PSRLA Cup Series season. 37 here is Roberto Crown Jr. Roberto Crown Jr. is currently 37th, and he's coming into the pits for some tire change, as well as the number, who's that? Number 62. I believe it's Austin Runkle? Yeah, it's Austin Runkle. So still Skylar Taylor remains your in the top of the board. Alongside him is Tom Sloan. Tom Sloan in the number 43 stayed with Able Motorsports. Let's see if they would still be able to. Who knows? He missed out into the playoffs, but he's right there after winning at Michigan. He knows that he has to prove others wrong. That's why he came back. Number 97, Tanner Pardon. Tanner Pardon is moved from Daniel Wolf Racing to Power King Racing owned by Jackson Kelsey. Supposedly this number 97 is a charter drive, but because of the wrong judgments by the PSRLA, well, after the sanction for Jonathan Harrison, they decided to remove the charter on the number 97 and move over to the second entry for Evans Ross Racing, which is the number 39 of Kirian Jimenez. Well, Skylar Taylor, I was looking for Trey Smith in the number 17. Here's Trey Barton in number 4. He's currently 7th, 46.770 seconds. He won at Rockingham but missed out into the playoffs due to, he had a lack of points to be in the wildcard position. So let's see if he can rebound, and maybe he's actually one of the drivers that are favorites to win the title for the 2024 PSRLA Cup Series. And of course, their heated rivalry with Kyle Sharp as well, which is about to make things really interesting. A rivalry between Trey Bartow and Kyle Sharp at the PSRLA Cup Series. Well, I think this may be the most interesting rivalry in the NR history, maybe. Number 41, driven by Jeffrey Finguy. One of the drivers that are going to battle for the Rookie of the Year honors, Jeffrey Fingai, driving the number 41 Bang Energy Ford for Ryan. No, not Ryan Durrani Incorporated. They rebranded themselves as Durrani Racing. So Durrani Racing, along with number 52 right here, is Zachary Fitzwater. Zachary Fitzwater in the number 52. Well, he's a road course winner, so expect him to do good in maybe in Coda, in Chicago, Watkins Glen, Troy Riviere as well, and Montreal. Are we going to race at Little Springs? I think we're not racing at Little Springs, if I'm not mistaken. But here we go. Skylar Taylor, Jeffrey Fingai, Trey Smith. I can't see Trey Smith as we are already halfway through the session. Trey Smith and Alex and Vitale. Both Arctic racing cars are inside the top 10 right now. Trey Smith won at Charlotte Roval last season, but was ineligible for Advent Derby due to being an owner driver, which is originally not allowed, but of course, due to Skylar Taylor being Skylar Taylor, supposedly an SD Motorsports owner, but which signed Trey Smith, but Trey Smith decided to own the team, but PSRLA gave him an exception for that, so here's the consequence. He was ineligible for the Advent Derby. Teammates. Avery Alford missed out on the title by, I believe, 15 points from behind Kilian Jimenez, so he finished second in the point standings, so he is trying to rebound himself. He's currently 7th in the timesheets right now with 46.705. Ludovic Charette in the number 82, also inside the top 12. He's currently right there with he moved from Able Motorsports to Czech Motorsports. Is this probably the best decision ever by Ludovic Charette? Moving over from, oh dear. Ooh, Jonathan Carrison. What happened to him? I'm not sure what happened to Jonathan Carrison, but he's currently... Oof. He's currently 35th with 47.285. So he's way behind... Ooh, the field. So, still... Skylar Taylor and Jeffrey Fingai, top 2. Third is Trey Smith, fourth Tom Sloan. Fifth, Bradley Ream. Bradley Ream, your defending Daytona 500 champion, is right there. Stayed with Dragon Racing Enterprises, and he's currently running 5th. He is trying to defend his Daytona 500 title after winning it last year, stealing away from Ludovic Charette and Tom Sloan. You know, let's go back to Tom Sloan. We're trying to find Tom Sloan. Tom Sloan loves to get himself a revenge after losing that Daytona 500 victory due to contact with his former teammate Ludovic Charette. But that was interesting. This is going to be an interesting battle as 5 minutes left in the first round of the qualifying session. Maybe Skylar Taylor? I'm not sure. Zachary Fitzwater is in 7th right now. Good run for him. I believe both Durrani Racing cars are trying themselves to barge inside the top 12, in which they are. Both of them currently. And Anthony Nicol blows his engine. Top break for him, so it's gonna be tough if he can return into the track with a backup car, maybe. But he's currently 15th, so I'm not sure. Maybe a backup car. It's officially a backup car for the number 42 of Anthony Nicol. So Here it is. Skylar Taylor, still your fastest with 5 minutes remaining into the first round of the session. Here's the number 33 of Jonathan Carson returning into the track after blowing his engine as well. I believe it's the engine as well, so he's going to return with a backup car. If there are plenty of guys are going to use the backup cars, well, of course they're automatically going to start at the rear of the field. Meanwhile, here's Kirian Jimenez, your defending PSRLA Cup Series champion, running for Evans Ross Racing after being a last race replacement to Reggie Fogelman. He's currently right in 26th position, so it's not looking great for him. As 4 minutes left in the session, these drivers are trying to bench up here, so maybe this 7 cars are going to bench themselves up. So Kirian Jimenez would like to have some boost here. So here it is. Ooh, Zachary Fitzwater and Austin Ranful made contact, I believe. So here it is. So Skylar Taylor, Trey Smith, Ludovic Charette takes third, Jeffrey Fingai fourth, and here comes, interestingly, Jamie Santal holds up Fingai, Jimenez and Drew. It's not looking good to those 3 guys that got held up by the Celeritas Racing driver. So Jeffrey Fingai, at least he's in 4th. Tony Brady, I believe he finished 4th in the standings, if I'm not mistaken. Tom Slovan, then ooh, interestingly, Jonah Burridge. How about the number 55 machine of Jonah Burridge? Won the pole last year, and he's trying to win the pole again, and he's now helping. And he's drafting the number 79 of Nathan Stapleton. By the way, Justin Perez, Trey Bartow is in the edge here. He is just 5 one-thousandths of a second ahead of never mind, the number 97 of Tanner Pardon just stole that one away, puts Trey Bartow out of the top 12. But here it is. Justin Perez is just 3 one-thousandths of a second ahead of Trey Bartow. So this may look interesting. Trey Bartow, Zachary Fitzwater, Nathan Stapleton. 13 is Alan Jefferson, who moved from Celeritas Racing to Time Fury Racing. Maybe because the team owner is also Brazilian, and Alan Jefferson, a native from Recife, Brazil. Al Sharp in 17th. Alex and Vitali has 1 minute left into the session. Skylar Taylor is still your fastest. So this may look interesting. Jeffrey Fingai, Cody Seal, Jonah Burridge, Tom Sloan, Bradley Ream, Carlos Sustrai, the 88 of Dale Johnson is second, 97 Tara Pardon, and the 28 of Justin Perez. So if Justin Perez remained here in what do you call from this? Inside the top 12, there's probably a chance, or let's just say it's more likely the number 28 Justin Perez will lock himself into the race. And who's the next? Oh, Tyler Pardon and Justin Perez would more likely to lock themselves in. So as we are reaching to 0, here it is. 44 seconds remaining into the drivers who are currently in the flying lap. And after that, the session's over. So the 28 of Justin Perez, maybe someone would eke out the 28 of Justin Perez? Is there any drivers that can actually eke out Justin Perez? So this looks like this may look interesting, as we are running out of time. And it's 0. So here we go. Looks like the top 12 are set. So Skylar Taylor is your fastest in the first round. Then Trey Smith, Ludovic Jurat, Jeffrey Fingai, Cody Sill, Jonah Burge, Tom Sloan, Bradley Ream, Alice Susrai, Dale Johnson II, Tara Pardon, and Justin Perez edges out Trey Barto with 3 1,000ths of a second. So Trey Barto is going to start 7th in the first duel. So from 13th down, from 13th down into the field. So odd numbered cars are going to start in the first duel. They are starting in the inside lane, and the number, of course, 37 to 48 are going to be based into the bottom 4 are going to be based with qualifying speed. So here it is. So 13th down below secured their place, and the top 12 are battling out for the single car qualifying to determine who will win the pole. We'll be right back for the Daytona 500 qualifying.
When you help yourself to Firehouse Subs new Chicken Parmesan Meatball Sub, you're helping in other ways too, because a portion of every purchase helps provide life-saving equipment to first responders in communities like yours. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
We are back here at the Daytona International Speedway for the round 2 of the 2024 Daytona 500 qualifying presented by NRSC Await Designs. So here it is. We are here. The second round, 12 drivers are left into the qualifying session, as Justin Perez starting his flying lap. He just came out of the pits, so we are just waiting for him to go around and start his flying lap. So it would be interesting to see what will Justin Perez ends up. So Justin Perez, he is assured of qualifying into the Daytona 500. So here it is. If he would be able to I think it doesn't matter where he even ends up, because since he's already qualified in as a part-time driver, well, maybe he would probably start 40th or 39th. It really depends. But here's the flying lap of Justin Perez. Justin Perez, here it is, coming out of turn 2 with 188 as the top speed, I believe. No, sorry. 188 going to the straight into the backstretch. Clocking 190. Let's see if he can do 192. Nope, 191 is the fastest he can go. He could probably go down 185. No, he won't. 187. He went back into the speed. 190 to the line. 47.510. So currently he is provisionally your fastest. Let's go to Tara Pardon. Next up, Tara Pardon is now out here. So Tara Pardon 47.5110 is the benchmark he has to beat here. So going into 182 maybe? Yes, he will. I'm not sure if he can do 190 going into turn number 1. But he can do 186, 186. Let's see if this guy can get any lower than 183. He did 182, so it's not a good lap, that's for sure. So let's see if he can do 190 going into turn number 3. So that's for sure slower than Justin Perez. So tire pardon. Here it is. 182, maybe 181. No, he won't go 181. So that's for sure slower lap. So he did 48.588. So 48.588, he will go slower. Let's see who's the next car, and that will be the number 88 of Dale Johnson II. Here it is. He's now coming out here. Dale Johnson II, so here it is. Dale Johnson II failed to win any races last year. So I believe Nate Arnold Motorsports had 2 drivers won a race last season. Those are Eric Drew and Porsche Stava, but neither of them made it into the top 12, with Eric Drew qualifying into, oh dear, 35th position. Porsche Stava qualified, I forget what position it is. 35th position for, no, third position for Porsche Stava. So here it is, he entered 181 to the line. So this could be faster than Tanner Pardon. Yeah, faster than Tanner Pardon, but probably slower than Justin Perez. So Justin Perez just waiting here in the comfort zone, as he's currently your provisional pole sitter. Maybe, just maybe. Going into turn 3, 185. Going slower, 183. Maybe not slower than 182. He's going out 182. So to the line, he's going maybe 186, 185. And it's gonna be 48.687, which is actually slower than third parted. This is going to be interesting. Let's go to Kalasustrai. So here's Kalasustrai in the number 21 for Celeritas Racing, who is competing for the Rookie of the Year honors for this season. Well, here's the interesting fact about Kalasustrai. Well, remember the Kansas race that we had where he crashed twice, or let's rephrase it. He caused a crash twice and ended up winning in his debut race. That made him the most controversial driver in the PSRLA history, or maybe just the PSRLA Cup Series history. So here we go, entering into the line, 186 maybe? He crossed the line 186, and he did 187, 188, 189, maybe 190? He did 190, so that's for sure faster than maybe Justin Perez. He did 190 going to turn number 1, and he's coming out 187. He did speed up. So maybe 192 going to turn number 3. He's 191 right now, maybe 193. He did 193 going to turn number 3. So that's for sure is faster than Justin Perez. So he's going 186 out turn number 4. He's crossing the line maybe 190. Is he going to go 46 point something? 1989 to the line, 47.403, and that is your fastest time so far. Let's go to Bradley Ream, your defending Daytona 500 champion. Here's Bradley Ream, your defending Daytona 500 champion. So Bradley Ream is currently, he's actually one of the drivers that were in contention to win the PSRLA Cup Series Championship last season. And he's returning into that same ride with same sponsor, backing him up, Miller Lite. So Bradley Ream, or should I say the Rail Fan, is his nickname maybe? I don't know. But he's entering the season on a high note. So he's going into 182 maybe, 183, 183 to the line. He's going in for his flying lap. Bradley Ream enters turn number 186, and is maybe going out maybe 183, goes out 183, went 184 quickly, so maybe to the line I estimate 189. He's going 188, he goes 188. Sorry, he didn't went 189, so that's for sure. It's actually slower than Carlos's track. So going out of turn number 4, 184. So he goes 187 to the line, and he goes 48.254, which made him third fastest. So it's not a pole, but it's decent one. Next driver is Tom Sloan. Next driver is the number 43, Tom Sloan, from Bangor, Northern Ireland. I almost said North Ireland. North Ireland is North Republic of Ireland. But when you say Northern Ireland, it's one of the 4 countries within the United Kingdom. So here's the number 43, Tom Sloan. So that's the difference for all dumb Americans that are watching right now. So here's Tom Sloan. Ava Motorsports is one of the most powerful cars, you know, with... They'll come from this. Anthony Nicol and Angel Gutierrez are 2 drivers that are in the playoffs last season. So maybe Tom Sloan, and with the power from Gene Russell, may be able to go into the playoffs. So he did 191, maybe 192? No, only 191. Maybe going exit into turn 2 with 187? Can he go stick with that? 187 goes 188. Maybe 193 to the line, or 192 rather. As he's going to the turn 3, he goes 193. So these might be actually be faster than what Carlos's strike clocks in. So going out of turn number 4, can he go 192 going to the line maybe? Looks like 192. 47.153 is the fastest time we have so far today. Let's go to Jonah Bridge, your last year's pole sitter. So we continue with the qualifying here with Jonah Bridge right now on Focus. He has already been cleared to go out onto the track, but maybe he's just chilling for a moment. Maybe, I guess, he's trying to actually grab the pole for the 2nd straight year in a row. By the way, for those who actually watch the very interesting under 17 match between Scotland and Sweden, and then Philippines and England, all of them are women's under 17s. That's going to be it. That was interesting, to be honest. That's good preparations for those 3 European teams ahead of the women's under 17 Euro qualifiers, and for the Philippines for the 2024 AFC under 17 Women's Asian Cup. But here's John Burridge, a native of Perth, Australia. Wait, is he from Perth? Yeah, he's from Perth. So here it is. Going into turn number 4 with a steaming speed 188 to the line, maybe? He did 188 in fact, and that would probably be enough for maybe second or third. Can he actually start into the front row for the second year? So he goes 189. So he goes south 187, so he might go 192 here to the line, or maybe 193 going into turn number 3. He's going 192. Can he go 183? He doesn't. So 192 is enough, but is it enough to beat Tom Sloan to the line? Tom Sloan is another foreign driver here. So here we go, coming up turn number 4. Is he going to cross the line? 191, 47.218, which is just enough for second. Not bad, to be honest, for John Bridge. Next driver is Cody Seal in the number 71. Here's Cody Seal in the number 71 Panasonic Chevrolet for Time Pure Racing. He's the only Time Pure Racing driver to be inside the top 12 after Trey Bartow got himself out after, I believe it was Callisto's try who put him out of the top 12 by 3/1000 of a second behind Justin Perez. But to be fair, Justin Perez actually went well. But let's see Cody Seal's run here for Time Pure Racing. Time Pure Racing, one of the most iconic teams in NR history. Remember that Time Pure Racing, with only one driver alone, won a race 5 times with Drew Webb in the Wawa Cup Series, but he went to the line 184. That's not a good sign. So maybe this is actually definitely not enough for a pole, but this should be good, or maybe a 10th position, or maybe faster than Dale Johnson II. But he's going into 188. Going turn number 3, 188. Coming out of turn number 4, 184. No, that's not good at all. 183. So maybe going to the line with 187. So it's gonna be 48.258, which puts him 6th, tentatively. Let's go with Jeffrey Finguy. Next driver here, we are in for last 4. Jeffrey Finguy, one of the drivers who are going to battle it out for the Rookie of the Year honors. We do have a very interesting rookie class here. So Jeffrey Finguy, number 41 for Durrani Racing. So at first the 41 is actually filled by Reggie Fogelman with backings from Monster Energy. But after shenanigans by Reggie Fogelman brought disrepute to the PSRLA community, well, here it is. Blessing in disguise, Jeffrey Finguy in the 41, sponsorship from Bang Energy after Monster Energy decided, I guess we can take a little bit of break and bring one of our brands. So he crossed 184, I believe. So he did 187 going to turn number 1. It's not really good lap, but I guess it's not really a last place here. It's not really a 12th position. So he is going 186, 187, going to the 188, going to turn number 3. He did 188, couldn't get into 189. So 185, not bad. So 183 out of turn number 4. Let's see if we can go back 187. Goes 186. 187 to the line. No, too late. 48.303, which is good enough for 7th position. Next driver is Ludovic Tourette in the number 82. 3 drivers left here to attempt their time here. So here it is. Ludovic Tourette move over from Able Motorsports to Cherry Black Motorsports, replacing Brandon Bill. So here it is, driving the number 82 TikTok Chevrolet for Cherry Black Motorsports. Can we actually dub it as not just a TikTok car, but influencer car, or you know, the fun car or whatsoever? But looks like he's entering here out of turn 4, 177. Well, maybe he can beat the 28 of Justin Perez. 182 to the line. It's not looking good, to be honest. But it goes 185. So 185 coming into turn number 1. So maybe it's gonna be the slowest time that we do have. Maybe. 182 out of turn number 2, going to the straight. Maybe I would estimate a 187. I would say 187. So it's not looking good. Looks like it could be only good for 12. He didn't even climb 187 coming into turn number 3. So maybe 181 coming at turn number 4? No, 182. But it could be possibly the slowest time we do have today in the second round. 48.659, which is actually good for 9th. Not the slowest of all. Let's go to Trey Smith. Here comes Trey Smith in the number 70 for Arctic Racing. Arctic Racing looking go really fast here. Well, not really a bad one, considering ended up being second here in the first round. But you know what a bust for Ludovic Tourette. I believe it actually brought out what was the bust for Cherry Black Motorsports this season. But let's see how Trey Smith fare up here. You know, he didn't really had a good practice after being ineligible for the Advent Derby, but is coming steaming and hot. 181 to the line. So maybe 185 coming in turn number 1. Looks like it's gonna be 185. So not bad. So maybe coming out 182, coming out of turn number 2. So it's not really fast, it's not really slow. So maybe good for 6th or 7th, I would say. But let's not judge until the clock has ticked. So entering to turn number 3 with 186 miles per hour. I would say here it is. Coming out of turn number 4, coming in hot, 185, maybe 48 seconds. 48.753, which is, oh dear, the slowest. Top break for Trey Smith. So let's go with the last car, Skylar Taylor. Last car to attempt the qualifying time here. He's actually the fastest time. Skylar Taylor actually had the fastest time in the round 1, but here it is. Well, it is completely seen in the pit box that the Rowdy Energy logo still exists there, and the paint scheme was temporary because Rowdy Energy logos just got removed. They had to install Hurst Hearst logo right here. So Scarlett Taylor now coming out of the pit. Scarlett Taylor, here it is. Will Scarlett Taylor be able to beat Tom Sloan's 47.153? If he does, he will win the pole. If he doesn't, Tom Sloan will more likely to start on the pole. But here's the thing, Tom Sloan will still solidify his position even if Scarlett Taylor steals the pole from him, or Scarlett Taylor just barely get into second. But no matter what happens, Tom Sloan still in the front row. So here it is, coming steaming and hot. 181 to the line, 182 maybe? He did 182. So here it is. Going into turn number 1 with 186. I know it's going 187 to be honest. But Scarlett Taylor here, coming up turn number 2, 183. He go 182 barely. So he's going into the straight. So it's not really a pole time. It's not really a pole time. So if Scarlett Taylor failed to barge into the top 2, Jonah Burge will start in the front row for the second year. So coming in out of turn 4, 184, I would say 188 going to the line, or 187. 187, Scarlett Taylor, 48.407. Tom Sloan wins the pole for the Daytona 500. Jonah Burge will start second. How about that? Tom Sloan wins the pole. He's celebrating from his garage with his team, Able Motorsports. Here's the result of the Daytona 500 qualifying, which went really interesting. So Tom Sloan officially won the pole for the Daytona 500, and starting in the front row along is Jonah Burge, which is actually good. So Jonah Burge won the pole last year, and now he's starting second. So that guarantees them those positions no matter what happened into the duels. Carlos Sustrai went third, then Justin Perez actually went fourth, which is really interesting considering Justin Perez already sealed his slot into the Daytona 500. Bradley Ream is going to start third in duel number 1. He finishes 5th. 71, Cody Still starting third in the duel number 2. Then Jeffrey Finguy starting in the inside. Scarlett Taylor in the number 75. Then number 97, Tara Portland. Ludovic Tourette in the number 82. Dale Johnson in the number 88. And Trey Smith in the number 70. Rounds out the top 12. So here it is. So that concludes the qualifying. Here's the starting grid for the duel number 1 that will happen on Wednesday night. So Wednesday night. Duel number 1 sees the pole sitter Tom Sloan. Alongside of him is the number 21 of Kyle Sistra. Row 2 sees the number 25 Bradley Ream and then Jeffrey Finguy. Row 3 do have Tanner Pardon, also sealed himself a slot. Alongside of him is Dale Johnson II. So 4th row sees Trey Bartow. Alongside of him is Nathan Stapleton. Then row 5 do have Kyle Sharp. Alongside him is the number 1 of Avery Alford. Row 6 do have Roberto Crown Jr. Alongside is Austin Ronco, who's attempting to qualify himself in the Daytona 500. Row 7, Anthony Nickel. Alongside him is Mitchell Collins, also trying to attempt to qualify into the 500. Row 8 do have the number 00 of Tony Brady. Alongside him is Berkshire Stubba in the number 95. Row 9 do have Eric Drew alongside Braden Barga. Row 10 do you have Cole Raymond alongside Apex Sokolov, and running out row 11, Harrison, who is actually starting in the backup car into the Daytona Pirates, so he would more likely be around 37 to 40, depending on what happened. Duel number 2, do you have the number 55 on the pole, on the bridge. Alongside him is Justin Paris. Row 2, number 71 Code Seal, alongside of him is the number 75 of Scarlett Taylor. Row 3, 82 of Ludovic Charette, alongside is 70 of Trey Smith. Row 4 do have Zachary Fitzwater, alongside is Alan Jefferson. Row 5, Alexandre Vitale, trying to qualify into the Daytona 500. Alongside him is 49 of, who's this guy? Blaine Keys. Row 6 has Drew Webb alongside Sam Oskin. Row 7, Philip Torres, alongside him is Jaden Russell. Row 8 do have Iran Jimenez, alongside him is the number 4 Angel Gutierrez. Row 9 has the 51 of Cody Smart, alongside of him is the number 3 of Matthew Hubert. Row 10 has Jameson Tull alongside Eric Monaco, and running out is the number 8 of Ella Baker. So here it is, your dual lineup has been set up. So here you go. Thank you guys very much for tuning in to the Daytona 500 qualifying. This is Virtual Alonso for the Tour 7 Network. Here we go, let's go Sonic Boom. Are you ready for it? Congratulations to Tom Sloan for winning the pole position.